Spain invades Portugal on the first turn of the campaign, generating our first miniature battle. Let's see if they're successful.
The story begins when Spain decides to advance into Portugal with 10 of their 13 SPs. They also include their king, a sub-general, the guard cavalry, and the guard infantry with their invading forces. Portugal defends their home with 8 SP and 2 territorial militia. The battlefield is mostly open and level terrain. The woods in the southwest corner are rough but not impassable, and a small village overlooks the bridge that spans the creek. The creek is fordable along its entire length, with 2 additional fords that allow passage with no penalties.
Well, considering it's been 3 or 4 years since we've wargamed, it's going to be a trial by fire. I'll figure it out as I go. Generally, I've lined up for the strength in the center and cavalry on the flanks to protect, and we'll just try to probe for weakness and push forward.
Spain's 8 infantry battalions are split into 3 brigades, with the guards and foreign mercenaries being brigaded together, and the remaining 5 split 3 and 2 respectively. The 2 light guns support the first 2 brigades. The 2 medium guns and heavy gun are brigaded together and placed in the center of the line, the 2nd Infantry Brigade to their right, the 3rd to their left, the Guard Brigade in support of the 3rd. King Ferdinand commands the infantry. The cavalry is also split into 3 brigades. The guards and horse comprise the 1st, 2 dragoon squadrons the 2nd, while the 3rd Light Brigade is made up of the remaining dragoon squadron and light cavalry. The 1st and 2nd Brigades on the right of the line, and the Light Brigade on the left to advance upon the town. Comte de Gegas leads the cavalry on the right.
So initially I thought moving my infantry up along the road that was in my deployment area, but then I was worried that my infantry might get trapped retreating into the creek, so I just decided to set up a line behind the creek with my fortifications on the creek crossing in the center of my line, and my artillery brigade behind those breastworks to kind of hopefully soften up any sort of infantry attack on my center. Put my grenadiers on my right flank to kind of help that flank, and then I put my cavalry brigade on the left flank to kind of wait and see where he's going to deploy his cav. And then I left my 3rd Infantry Brigade in reserve to also wait and see where the attack is coming from Spain, so I can move them to either my left or right flank.
With the setup view block removed, Portugal is able to take stock of the entire battlefield and decides that the best course of action is to attach the cavalry brigade commander to the lead unit and close the gap in order to deny the Spanish cavalry a charge bonus during the eventual melee. Spain follows suit. They advance on a wide front, the horse squadrons covering the guard's left flank. The dragoons follow in support. The 2 lines rumble towards one another with sabers furiously slashing, ringing pistol shots, and the cry of wounded man and animal. The Spanish guard is victorious, and while the Portuguese dragoons fall back, they do not rout. Though, with the brigade commander in the midst of the fighting, a check is made to determine his fate.
Leader roll.
1.
So you do something to his leader.
5. Near fatal wound. If melee, leader is...
The capture of the brigade commander is catastrophic for Portuguese morale. The Spanish press their advantage and swarm the beleaguered defenders, striking them from multiple directions. The Portuguese, outnumbered and outmaneuvered, dealing with the loss of the brigade commander, are shattered and break towards the rear. Throughout the entire course of the cavalry fight, the Spanish had been advancing along the rest of their front. Their light cavalry brigade crossed the creek in a feint against the Portuguese right flank. The Portuguese commander, seeing the advance of the cavalry light brigade, Decisive commanders reserved to reinforce that side. Unfortunately, with the collapse of their cavalry, there was nothing available to protect their exposed left flank. The Spanish infantry was finally within range of their adversaries, each staring at one another from across the shallow creek. The space explodes with the crackling of musket fire as smoke envelops the entire line. Cannons boom, cutting large holes into each side. The Portuguese only hope that their line can hold on long enough to inflict enough casualties to compel the Spanish to fall back. They stand bravely trading volleys with the Spanish for 3 turns, but eventually their line begins to waver, and a few fall away from the creek in disorder, with another routing to the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't count though.
Yeah, but I still see a 6 and 2 5s, so.
The Portuguese casualties are enough, but they need to make an army withdrawal check. Modifiers are checked to create a pool of dice, at which point the dice are rolled. If the result is 12 or greater, that army withdraws from the field. The Portuguese lost 33 casualties, precisely the 25% needed to make an army withdrawal check. The Spanish lost 21, which translates to a loss of 2 SP on the campaign map. Spain will take control of Portugal with 8 SP. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to keep up on future campaign videos.